Alright guys, we're gonna do a friendly between Jam and Tam. And Tam's gonna play D.D.Ds and Jam's gonna play Sylvans.
Jam's currently just sorted his deck out. He's moved a lot of stuff around.
Yep. We're just doing a few changes. This. Go.
Jam's currently swearing quite a lot. What are you missing?
Jam Sylvans are really interesting. They sort of like just search a lot, excavate, and do the plays, do the combos, summon a lot of creatures. Yeah, Sylvans.
Yeah, it's Ray and Cameron on commentary.
Yeah. So
Ray's
me,
on top 4. He's on top 4 in the playoffs.
I successfully managed to get top 4.
Currently it's Danny, Ray, and unconfirmed for the other 2 spots.
Yep.
Oh, actually, I think it's top 4 is currently going to be Lewis, Sam, Danny, and Ray.
Probably that. Who did you say? Sam,
Lewis,
Danny's and me. Yeah.
Jam started off by activating Silver Charity, I think. So he excavates the top 5 cards of his deck. And
What?
No, 8.
What? I don't excavate.
Oh, he draws 3. I'm completely getting this wrong. I don't know what this deck does. It's amazing.
So he
basically draws 3 and then puts 1 back.
right.
Lone Fire straight into Hermitry. Hermitry being a 2/7 beat stick.
Yeah, Judo Jugs. Sylvans are more like excavation, and then you do effects based on what you excavate, and it's more like
You basically start at the top of your deck.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Use, Sylvan effects to excavate.
Yeah.
And then you get effects.
With Lightsworns it's more like random, but with Sylvans it's more stacked.
Their field spell literally lets you
Stack
change
up.
the top card of your deck. If you want it on top, you can put it there, and if you don't, you can put it on the bottom. Komuchumo is like a mushroom to fire. When you excavate it, you get to pop a back row. But then you also play standard plant, lone fire stuff.
Lone Fire's amazing.
Don't forget you've also got Miracle Plant Fertilizer, which just lets you bring back a plant from the grave.
So Tam plays Contract with the Swamp King, allowing him to fusion from hand, and he's basically just gonna summon a Dark. It's a standard play. And he also plays he plays a Speedroid engine.
Tam missed playing like a little bitch already. Clearly
What
doesn't
Tam
know how
does
to read
usually
cards.
is just random misplays because he doesn't read his cards. What did he play? Is that Transmodify?
He just played Transmodify on the
Oh,
DR to make.
so he's summoned Pendulum D.D.D King Ragnarok, allowing him when that monster is special summoned from anywhere, it allows you to special a D.D.D from grave, and then he uses Slime's effect to banish and another monster from grave in order to fusion summon. So he summons another Dark. Tam plays.
Jam currently knows Tam's deck better than him.
Yeah.
As Jam's just told Tam his play, basically.
Yep.
Tam's returning comments by saying bad play.
You can take off the life points if you want.
No, it's fine.
So you want to keep track of the life points?
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but yeah.
It's okay. So it seems like Tam has a really strong board presence right now, because all of his monsters are really big.
It's your fault. You have to remember this.
Seems like Tam's deliberating something.
He's trying to think of the most effective play to do damage without putting himself at too much disadvantage.
I think he's trying to decide if he wants to play a more control type of turn or more damage.
I heard him talking about making Big Eye as opposed to just attacking.
So he attacks.
100, 2, 3, 2, 8.
So it's 5-1, yeah?
I'm on 2-9.
Yeah.
Jam's on 2-9 now.
So Jam loses 5-1, leaving him on 2-9.
Each of us are 2-5. And I'm on 400 over.
Next game. Jam didn't open very well, I'm assuming.
No, he had game, but he didn't do it. He was being retarded.
Did you scoop?
I skipped because he had game. But
So, because
Basically, Jam likes to play it fair.
yeah,
Um,
he knows he would have lost,
Respect Terraptop, he
so
got
he
no more
respected Tam and scooped it as if he made the right play. Because Jam is basically the boss,
I'm the DM.
the
I'm the dungeon master.
dungeon master.
For all you people at home, if you ever want to get invited into Jam's dungeon, all you gotta do is ask on stream.
Ask on stream or send him a private message on YouTube. It's www.youtube.com/carachulafree. I repeat, www.youtube.com/carachulafree for any dungeon requirements.
Kree Bandits. I
I hope you guys enjoy these streams. This is more of the rare events where the shopkeeper Towers allows us to use his internet and stream. The reason why is because Jam managed to get 10,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube, and Towers allowed him to stream this week and for players as well. So props to Towers, which is Golden Sun TCG in Leicester. Check it out, boys, if you want to do any shopkeeping.
Feel free to come down to the
Yep.
locals, usually on a Saturday, but like the page on Facebook, and then you can check up on the events list.
So, Jam, Get Dunked On Kid 45 asks, where did you get the name Carachula Free? Where is that from?
I can't remember. It means signpost.
Signpost.
It means
my name's
signpost.
So when Jam was a young boy, he saw a signpost and he was like, oh, Carachula. Apparently it means the signpost, so he used that.
Either that. Oh yeah, there's. If you go onto YouTube, don't just go follow Carachula, because there's also a band. Thank you, Shadow Ninja, for name dropping Golden Sun as we've been doing as well.
Yep.
Gachigasm, exactly what we like to see.
Some Sim, thank you very much for that comment. Okay, we kind of forgot. So what did he call them?
So scoring is you pay 3k, and it's basically a judgment almost. You can negate any summon, spell activation or trap activation as long as it's the only back row.
Yep. It's a really strong variation of Solemn, but it requires no other back row, which is kind of But for D.D.Ds, that's really good because they play a lot of face-up spells instead of back row.
The other time we've seen this card used quite a lot was in Netcross format, as they pretty much played no back row, so they would play either side it in or they'd be maining 102, because it was just a good answer to options.
I can almost open the gates.
In case you're actually wondering, Tam's trans, so
Whoa.
that means he doesn't actually identify with gender, so this could be his girlfriend for all we know.
It could be, yeah, we don't know that.
I was gonna do that
Also, these are custom-made mats, and Jam orders them every now and then, especially after players off. If you'd like some designs, require Carachula Free.
But Sylvan's main strength is the fact that they can just drop out.
So what happened? Who scooped?
Tam
He
scooped
went down to
to
5k with game because it was 2-7, 2-7.
Okay. So the second game goes to Jam because he could have summoned 2 2/7 monsters and Tam used Scolding. Okay. Moving on to game 3.
This time Tam's going second, which is interesting. See what Jam does.
So this time Tam wants to see what kind of board.
Jam activates Mount Sylvania. So you can send one time monster from your hand or face up on your side of the field to the graveyard. Choose one Sylvan card from your deck and place it on top of the deck. You can only... It is a once per turn.
Judo jugs. So depending on how many people order mats, it ranges from 20 to 30 pounds. They're really good quality as well. We ordered a mass order recently and everyone's holding up really well. They're really good quality by the company that makes them. If you would like to know where Jam orders his mats from, ask him when he comes back, or we can ask now if you'd like so.
You use Sheffield, right?
Yeah, Patriot Games.
He uses Patriot Games in Sheffield for the mats.
What is it called?
Patriot Games.
Patriot Games. So it's Patriot Games that are based in Sheffield, and they make the mats.
Well, it's actually a brand. It's actually a chain company. There's a few Patriot Games.
Also Leeds. They're also based in Leeds.
But the main branch is in Sheffield.
Tam. Shadow NJA, which is Angus, asked if he had a chance to play Ibuki or Blarog yet.
He's so shocked.
I said Angus. So you don't like Blarog? Okay. Okay. And how about Ibuki? You like her combos? Okay, so Tam says he likes her combos, but Blarog looks really bad and he doesn't like it. Okay, so it seems like... Oh, right. So it seems... What is the call card? The top one.
So the Princess Sprite, and he's just going to number 38.
So the princess copied the level of the tree, which is level 8, and then he made number 38 Galaxy.
Or you just declare its level, basically.
Yeah, Galaxy Harbinger. So the next spell, that Tam plays is going to be taken.
Isn't it optional? You can choose to negate a spell at any point, but to once per turn.
Yes, it's detach once per turn, and then attach the spell onto it.
Jam telling Tam to read his cards, as he's just genuinely asked what this card does when he plays it.
Yeah, Tam's a bit of a pleb. He doesn't know cards, so every time you play against him, you kind of have to explain him. Yeah, Judo Jugs. If you'd like a custom ad, that's a company that makes really good quality, and you can basically have anything on it as long as it fits the requirements. So meaning no like really lewd stuff. So Tam's is more of like on the edge.
Tam activates Dark Contract with the Gate, which I feel like adds another D.D.D spell or trap.
No, it's D.D.D monster.
It's a D.D.D monster.
The one that adds a contract is the Pendulum 0 attack 0 defense.
Sylvan.
Something like that. Yeah.
The arc comes out, and here's the second the arc. Overlaying into Big Eye.
So goes into Big Eye. Detaches one to steal Harbinger, which is a really good play and really strong play as well, especially against Tam. Not Tam, Jam. I mean, because it allows. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna activate a lot. So how much do you take?
3k.
3k. So Jam takes 3k from Harbinger.
Because you can't attack with Big Eye the turn.
Yeah, the turn you use, you cannot attack.
It's interesting that he's called it in attack position. I know it's 2-6, but much for a play people call in defense.
I'm not going to use this effect because you can use it. So draw. Yeah, you can use an activation. So if I say activate this, you can use negate and use it. One more.
I think it depends on the company as well, how lewd can your mats be. But when you're making a mat, you should probably just inquire with one of the people. Customer services always will tell you what's the requirements and what's legal, what's not legal to make on the mat. So you're using the effect of Sylvania, yeah? So he's using the effect of Sylvania to discard the... what did you discard?
Hermitry.
Hermitry, which allows him to... He's gonna add a princess. And when she's played, you can call a level, and that one, and princess becomes that level. So he special summons princess in defense, or does Addy?
No, you don't touch one.
It's just an effect.
You just equip it.
You maybe should read your cards.
So, Tam got baited. If it's scalding, you should use it, I think. Yeah. So
Jam paid 1. Oh.
On the left side, the XYZ is Big Eye. On the right side, it's number 38, Galaxy Harbinger. What is it called? What's the full name of Harbinger? Can we just look at the card?
It's
Galaxy
Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy.
There you go.
It's like the longest name.
Yeah. So number 38.
We all discovered this when we were
Galaxy?
when we were at regionals, and some of us were playing rank 8, and we had to write it because we decided not to print our decks.
Which was on display, by the way.
Which was why?
Because writing that name is really long.
It was, but it was still great fun, and I will 10 out of 10 would write again.
Yeah, so it's number 38, Hope Harbinger.
So Tam actually.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Tam actually just won.
Okay, so who's the feature? Is it top 4 now?
It's gonna be Danny probably.
Next, you can probably look forward
It's
to
gonna be
seeing.
top 4 now.
Okay.
It's Danny against you, I think.
Okay.
Don't shut it off yet. So we're probably gonna
Work it out,
move.
so tell 'em,
We're probably going to move out onto the top 4 now. And so what we're going to see there is it's going to be Raidraptors, we're going to see Graydles, we're going to see a Pendulum kind of deck, and then we're going to see Evilswarms.
It's rank 4 spam. Rank 4 spam.
Oh, okay, Lewis is playing rank 4 spam, and then we're going to see Evilswarms, which is a very much underused archetype.
Alright guys, we're going to go on a break, and we're going to be back shortly with the top 4.